What up, 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 world? It's your boy Amp Dog with another episode of Politickin. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, showing your love, and make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Big Amp Dog said, what's the deal? Today, we got a crazy story coming out of California City, California, where the adoptive parents of two missing boys, Orrin, 4 years old, and Orson, 3 years old, they were reported missing about almost 2 years ago. I want to say December 21st, 2020. Yeah, so it's coming up on almost about 2 years, this year. So this is a screenshot of them in their interview. Shout out to AV News crew, Matt and his wife Apple. They do a lot out there for the community as far as, keeping everybody up to date on everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. I'm gonna actually play a clip of the interview because Matt, he was recording, and I'm glad he ended it where he ended it at, because I was watching it and I was thinking the same thing, because I was watching it live when he was going live, and I'm like, that didn't sound right. And you're going to see what I'm talking about. But anyway, Trezell West, 35, which is the dude standing there, he told authorities that the boys were outside playing while he gathered firewood in a field that's right next to the house. So it's like the house right here, and it's an empty field right here. And he said he was going out there to get firewood. And when he said he went in the house, and when he came back, the boys were they disappeared. Now, a lot of what they said in this interview or this press conference they gave, it did more damage to them than good, for sure, because it just, everything that they were saying just kind of, you could tell it was thought out, and it was just always convenient. It was always a convenient thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to break down the interview as we go on, but I just want to give a backstory. So, basically, his wife, Jacqueline, she's right there. She backed up everything that he said, you know what I'm saying, when they were doing their press conference and everything. But after investigations and everything like that, these two have been arrested and charged with second-degree murder and a bunch of other charges for both children. So they facing two second-degree murders for this, well, each, basically. Jacqueline and Trezell, they facing, I don't know, they gonna do some time, because they definitely had something to do with it. Whether it began as an accident, but then you chose to, not do what you had to do to, report you got to report accidents, y'all. Y'all can't be scared. Y'all can't, because who knows? You might just sit there and panic, and it might be still a chance to, like, fix the accident by getting help, taking them to the hospital, whatever the case. But just off the way that they were in this interview, I feel like they were a lot more callous with they ways. So I mean, I just got that vibe. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. I'm not saying that that's who they are. I don't know them personally, but that's just how I feel. But yeah, they've been charged. So now I'm about to get to the actual interview. So let me get to the interview. I'm gonna have a link to the interview in the description, of this video. I'm gonna rewind it real quick. I wanna get it to right where they about to start, because then I want y'all to just pay attention to how he looks at her, how she looks at him. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like a whole, like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I got a lot of, Joe Jackson vibes or Ike and Tina vibes. Like, you better sing this song the way I wrote it, coming from both of them. Like, that's why I feel like they both were involved in every step of the way of this crime. You know what I'm saying? Which is unfortunate that these young kids had to be, taken away from their biological family for whatever reason, and then put in the home of monsters. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's messed up about how, this system goes with, DCFS and all them. You know what I mean? Like they think that it makes more sense to put children with strangers than to try to, expand on the family members that they have around them. If the parents are not, suitable or capable, you know what I'm saying? There's always people that's directly connected to those parents that love those kids just as much as their own. You know what I'm saying? Their family. You feel me? So this is the downfall of just placing young children with monsters. And shout out to Matt. He called them the adoptive monster parents. You know, like that's the real shit. But all right, hold on. Let's get into it. Let me see if we queued up. All right, let's. Oh shit. We got a commercial. All right.
Hey guys, everyone ready?
Just look how he look.
We just want to thank everyone in the community for all the support we've seen. We felt so helpless, and seeing everybody on here really
She got to look at him to see.
really means a lot. So, tell us what happened the night that the kids went missing.
Oh, okay.
Mario already.
It was cold.
It was cold.
Fire. There's a lot of wood in this area right here next to our house. I opened up that gate. I'm throwing wood, bringing it inside the house. My wife's inside. She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea that our youngest two go outside and play with chalk.
So she's wrapping gifts. Our youngest two, um, who would probably, yeah, they probably be a handful, right? But at the same time, they not gonna recognize like, oh, those are gifts that you're. They not gonna register that. They not gonna, you know what I mean? To where I think you would want to keep the older kids away. You know what I'm saying, right? I think they got more than them. Like he said, the youngest two. You know what I'm saying? You thought it was a good idea because first of all, it was cold. It was cold. Like, okay, so it's cold, so you think the youngest two should go outside in the cold? I don't care if you got jackets and all that. Like, if you're not going to pay attention to them, then why have them out in the cold? But let them finish.
The back patio. Do not let them go on the dirt in the backyard. Keep them close. So playing with chalk. Came to the house. I saw them there. One house. Came back out. I didn't see them there. I immediately went back in, asked my wife, did you see the boys? She said, no, they should be outside playing with chalk. I said, well, I didn't see them, so I came back outside and I started searching my backyard. I searched the whole thing. I realized that I left the gate open and I panicked, came inside the house, searched the house near my wife. Once that hadn't pan out, I got in the van, I looked down the street, both directions, it was getting dark.
Hold on. I just, he's sitting there like this. They probably ain't wearing their wedding rings. You know what I'm saying? Because she got her hand in her pocket. But it's so cold, but you ain't got a jacket on or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of what you call Academy Award winning shit going on right now. If you're not reading between the lines.
Searched the whole thing. I realized that I left the gate open. I didn't see him there. I immediately went back in, asked my wife, "Did you see the boys?" She said, "No, they should be outside playing chalk." I said, "Well, I didn't see them," so I came back outside and I started searching my backyard. I searched the whole thing. I realized that I left the gate open and I panicked, came inside the house, searched the house near my wife.
Okay. Boom. You go in the house. They outside. You see them outside right before you go in the house. You come back out. They're not there. So you go back in, ask your wife, has she seen them? But you just left from out inside the house, right? And so then you like, all right, I panic. I'm going to go look. And oh, damn, I left the gate open. So you run back inside as opposed to let me go see if they done walked out here through this gate and like, I don't know.
Once that hadn't panned out, I got in the van, I looked down the street, both directions. It was getting dark, getting cold, and I got in the van and I hit a bunch of corners. I went down this street, I turned my light on, I searched, I called their names. Talked to a gentleman on the street on the other side over there, he didn't see it. So then I came home and I told my wife we need to call the cops. It's been dark and I need.
Remember what I said earlier about like the story is just it's possible, but it just seems just highly convenient for them. Like everything about it. I hit a bunch of corners, then I ran into a guy.
On this street, I turned my light on, I searched, I called their names. Searched in my backyard. I searched the whole thing. I realized that I left the gate open and I panicked, came inside the house, searched the house near my wife. Once that hadn't panned out, I got in the van, I looked down the street.
Once it hadn't panned out.
Dark, getting cold, and I got in the van and I hit a bunch of corners. I went down this street, I turned my light on, I searched, I called their names. Talked to a gentleman on the street on the other side over there, he didn't see it. So then I came home and I told my wife we need to call the cops. It's been dark and I need help. We gotta be going. So I called the cops. Cops came. First thing they did was tell us to stay in the house so they could get a hold of us. And they had us just sitting there and we wanted to keep searching. But everybody came out in droves. And I wanted to thank you guys that night, but we couldn't go outside.
The cops told us to.
Now, this is just me. I got daughters. I got a son. I don't give a fuck what the police gonna tell me. Sit in the house. Don't worry. Nah. But that's probably because they ain't got that unconditional parently connection with these boys. Oh, so just sitting here? Okay. Oh, what you pacing around the house? Like, nah. Nigga, I'd have been out there. Y'all gonna arrest me for going out here trying to find my kids? I don't know.
Best are out here.
The best are out here searching. And we appreciate it. And nobody ever could never talk to anybody. And that was the issue.
We just want to thank everybody.
We really want to thank you guys.
Please, if anybody has seen them, please call, let somebody know.
Call the cops. Call California the city police department. Call them and let them know what you've seen, if you've seen anything. Our boys, they are going to be.
Oh shit. Commercial break. But yeah, y'all gotta understand, man. Like, this just don't make sense for real.
Okay.
Look.
Know
Look.
what you've seen, if you've seen anything.
They just want to thank. They just
call California.
We just want to thank everybody. Like,
call them and let them know what you've seen, if you've seen anything.
I think everybody's support and caring is probably
they are going to
the
be
worst thing to happen to y'all. Y'all did not think that somebody was gonna care about these two little boys lost out
here in this area, and I really want.
Listen.
Are going to be rambunctious Okay, they are going
You
to
hear that?
police department. Call them and let them know what you've seen, if you see anything. Our boys, they they are going to be rambunctious. Okay.
Did this nigga try to act like he holding back emotions and tears? Was that a? They're gonna be rambunctious. Man, look, if y'all buying this shit, then I don't know. Hit the dislike button. But hey, for real, nah, I ain't going for it. But this is quite entertaining and funny to see these two try to try to run a play on the world. You feel me? And look dumb in the process.
They are going to be here in this area. And
Convenience. You don't know where they are. How do you know they're going to be here in this area? Or are you just saying that because you don't want them to go out to another area that's remotely close? That's what I took it as. You trying to keep them in a small vicinity because you know you done took them somewhere that's way out of here. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I see shit differently sometimes.
I really would like to go in the houses, but it's not because I want to invade people's privacy. I just want to know if
Make
they
sure.
make sure. That's it. Because I don't. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. If you got any questions.
You see? All this deflecting and like motherfucker probably put his bag on the ground and you I'm sorry, what you had a question? Like, come on, man. Like, you should have finished your point because I knew you was about to talk yourself into a spot that you weren't gonna be able to get out of, which y'all already done already. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm doing this reaction video. You feel me? Shout out to AV News crew. But yeah, just listen to like what they call it, narcissists. I think that's narcissists.
Oh no, you're good.
Oh, okay.
I was just gonna say, this is the first time we're hearing
Shout out to the news reporter. he like, you got a question? He's like, oh no, you're good. But I just want to, hey man, get on their ass.
from you guys. And I can't imagine what you guys are going through. I can't even fathom it. For you guys, for people who are thinking that there's some kind of foul play involved. We just spoke to the biological mother. She says she had a conversation with you guys, and that she thinks there's some kind of foul play involved. That she thinks you guys did something.
That's
What's
understandable.
your response to that?
That's a,
This is how I know they working together because she threw that out there. Maybe she got a better memory to remember the script better than him. So she like, I'm gonna just throw keywords out there and then you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But that's how sick I feel like they is in their mind. And then I watch a lot of Netflix movies. Shout out to me and my wife. But anyway, this right here is understandable. Now I'm gonna be real. A person, I get certain things you like, hey, all right, like you got my kids, this happened, an accident happened, or they're missing or whatever. Like, yeah, we're gonna wanna that's why they do the initial investigating of you, the parents, the ones that were there. You know, it's not understandable for somebody to say I did something that I didn't do. That's just me. So the fact that y'all say it's understandable is because now you're dealing with some of that what they call consciousness. You got a consciousness kicking in where now you know like, damn, I done messed up. And you probably do feel bad. But you at this point now where you just gonna go all the way in and they pleaded not guilty. They pleaded not guilty.
understandable. I would think the same thing.
Yep.
I mean,
Why? If a person didn't give you any reason to believe that they did anything, right? Outside of just the circumstances, like if something was to happen to me, they gonna go look at my wife first, right? That's just how it happens. But at the same time, after that initial being able to, you give them everything that they need to weed you out of it. Why would you say it's understandable for the family? Like, did you already have some history going back and forth? Like, what was it that it's understandable for them to think that we did it? That's that consciousness. The consciousness is kicking in. Where as dark and as evil and as malice and callous of a couple that you are, you still got that consciousness that kicks in. And it's like you got the evil, and then you got the angel. And that's just the angel knocking at the door like, just tell the truth. Y'all looking stupid. Tell the truth. Your consciousnesses. You gotta follow your consciousnesses.
That's exactly the point. And if we can find our babies, then guess what? That's no. And that's all I want is to find our babies. That's it. And I talked to her this morning, and I really wanted to tell her that. I am completely sorry because we were entrusted with children.
I just want to tell her I'm completely sorry because we were entrusted with her children. Yeah. But I think you're sorry coming from a different place, man. That's just me. I ain't no mind reader. I ain't no body language reader. I can't tell if you're telling me the truth or lying. I could just go off of how I feel. And how I feel is you're lying. Both of you working together, thinking that you're smarter than the whole world. You got to understand, it's people that pay attention to everything. There is a body language expert that's going to break down all of this. It's going to be somebody that could just tell what you were saying with your eyes. I can't do that. I'm just telling you that. If I run into a motherfucker and they telling me something that I feel like it's bullshit, I'ma just feel like it's bullshit. If it's real shit, then it's real shit. But I'm not gonna sit there and have to. I'ma just sit there and be like, man, this motherfucker trying to sell. You need some money or something. You know what I mean? Like this, just they two clowns standing there. Two clowns that deserve everything that's coming to them.
And they came to us, and they became our children. We named them. And they are.
And that's back to that. They named them Orrin and Orson. The biological name is Sincere and Classic. So that's what I'm gonna call them. Sincere and Classic.
They are our children. And so we want them back. So please, if y'all could get back on what you guys are doing.
You know what he wanted to say. If you can get back on your job, like
we should be able to get a hold of somebody, but they took all of our tech, so they wanted to, I guess, just rule us out, which makes sense as part of the investigation. So that's pretty much it.
Have you guys, you talked to the police all last night?
Yes.
So you guys willfully gave them your technology,
Yes.
the car.
Yes.
How did they get a search warrant? Did you guys?
I don't see why they got one, but they got one.
Yeah,
We wouldn't let them take anything. We would have let them take everything. We let them come in and search with us. We asked them to come do that.
What did they take?
Just tech. And that's it. Like our phones.
From the house, though, did they?
Should have been on here the first day. Not right now.
I guess, should I answer that?
Answer it to us, yeah.
Okay. So,
I wonder if that was his attorney that he said that to. Like, I'm not sure. Can I answer that? But look at oh, I paused it at the perfect time. Look how she looking at him. Like, you stupid motherfucker. Like, oh, she probably be beating his ass. I don't know. They definitely in this together. You can see it. They both trying hard. They both know something. And she not playing the role of, or look like, that look right there is like, you fucking this shit up for us. As opposed to, this is my big break. I need to get get out of this situation. Maybe they could save me or like anything. You know what I'm saying? But she looks like she's definitely a huge accomplice.
And to the, okay, I guess I don't even know.
I see.
This word,
Yeah, we seriously felt like we needed to be out here. We did. Again, we were told the best are out here looking already. Just to stay put, they have more questions. There was literally a cop with us the whole time in there.
They had sitting down. We would ask him to go help. They had us sit
So
down.
nope.
He said, "No, we got the best out there.
So
We
it's
need you
not.
guys here in case we have more
I don't want you
questions."
guys thinking
We don't.
we didn't try. We actually looked
tried.
before we called
We looked
police.
yes.
And I imagine the mind-boggling part is the search for information. What happened? Where are they?
Yes.
Et cetera, et cetera.
And we're
And just so we are able to present the information correctly, at what time did you guys notice your kids went missing, and at what time were they reported missing to the police?
it's about I believe I think it was about 4:30, 1:05. It was getting dark, like I said, 5-ish. That's about it. That's when everything played out.
And then when did you guys call the police to report them missing?
I don't.
After we searched
Yeah.
a little bit around here, it was dark, so we
look, she had to look at him to make sure she ain't fucking up. Like, we got to be on the same page.
Would you say it was maybe
Wow.
within an hour?
Okay, folks, I'm leaving.
This is
that
my favorite part of the
conversation
video.
now. That threw me for a loop when somebody says when it played out. Everybody have a blessed one. God bless you all. That threw me for a.
Hey, 100%. I agree with Matt on that one. Yeah, that's a huge loop right there. Yeah, man. I don't know. It just seems to me. I don't know. I don't know. What y'all think? Y'all let me know in the comments. This is a long reaction video. This is probably one of the longest ones I done did in a while. Drop y'all comments down in the comment section. Let's chop it up. Y'all go watch the full video, and let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about it. Make sure y'all subscribe to AV News Crew on YouTube. Yeah, I just feel like this is gonna be a key piece of evidence for the trial. Because like I said, I don't know. I could just call it how I see it, and how I see it is with everything playing out. That's why I didn't do no video about this situation, and it happened a long time ago. I started to jump on it, but I'm like, nah, let me wait until, because I know they lying. I know they lying. Let me just wait and see. You know what I'm saying? And then you just start hearing different things, through the community out there, and people know people, and then you just. Yeah, so shout out to everybody that covered it and kept all of us up to date, and now we at a point where, these adoptive parents, they sitting here facing 2 attempted murder charges with a slew of other charges, and so hopefully they both get convicted, for both of them, and honestly, I like to always say they got a special place for people like them. You know what I'm saying? It's hottest, but it just rhymes with jail. It's hottest, but it rhymes with jail. So it's not jail, but it's hell. They got a spot for them. You know what I'm saying? Just just let the universe do what it's supposed to. We ain't gotta waste taxpayer dollars and all that. These people is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So once they get convicted, which I highly feel they are, you know what I'm saying? Just the way that they was carrying themselves, you know what I'm saying? I feel like some of their family members is gonna be brought to the centerfold as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I don't know, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Big M Dog said, what's the deal? As always, man, protect yourself, protect your people, and let's protect the children. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Sincere and Classic, gone way too early. due to, you know, some careless ass people that was more than likely just trying to collect a check. You know what I'm saying? Not qualified to take on that type of responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Not equipped with the compassion and the love that they would need to give to them type of children. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just always just be mindful of, you know, who you allow to be in your inner circle, or who you allow to be close to you, the ones you care about. You know what I'm saying? And just make sure that you do everything to make sure, as a father, I'm speaking to the fathers, you keep yourself in position to always be there. You know what I'm saying? So whether you got anything going on, just try to make sure you can switch it up to be here for the long haul, so you can see your kids through, you know, shit. I want to be able to be here when my kids retire. You feel me? I ain't one of the people talking about I want to be 70, and I want to be about 130. You know what I mean? So, you know, let's just make sure we can do what we got to do to just protect ourselves and protect our kids. You feel me? Yeah, Big Am Dog signing out. Rest in peace, my little brother Reek. Peace.